go. Love playing on the floor. Love smelling your breath.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Metal Maniacs Podcast, on location at the Heart on Your Sleeve Fest. I'm your host, Jay Ingersoll, and I'm here, as always, with my co-host.
Hey, Jason, it's your boy, Mod. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing real good. I'm excited for the show today.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a minute.
So we out here just working out some kinks?
Yeah, I mean, just by the seat of our pants here, right?
Yeah.
Just making it up as we go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this. Like I said, it might be completely noisy, and you might not be able to hear shit. Or we might be able to, I might find an AI program and just edit all that bullshit out of the background.
AI to the rescue. You heard
AI
it here
for
first.
the win, you know? Not Allen Iverson.
I don't think he won one, so nope. This is just practice, though.
Yeah, well, I want to say this. We're going to have a good time today. It's going to be fun being on location.
Yes.
We're going to talk to some bands in between. Get some insights from the patrons here.
Yeah, just let people know who they are and what they're about.
Yep. And hopefully we got a good podcast. So we're going to do some video editing. So we're just going to put out, we'll put out the audio if it turns out good, and then we'll just put out a whole video,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If the audio's trash, we'll just, put out some video, whatever we got.
So I'll get some B-roll and shit like that. We'll be able to see some cool bands today and meet some people, hopefully, and give out some shit, maybe sell some merchandise. So we got merch.
Yeah, buy a shirt, support the podcast. Why not?
Yeah. Wait, this first band, I think, is The Source of Light and Power.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are they from out of town?
I don't know. I forgot what Chantal said, but
yeah, I thought there was one from out of state even,
Yeah. I like that name.
Yeah, I'm going back to it one day. The Source.
Source of Light and Power.
I'm going there.
Don't name your band God. Just name it The Source of Light and Power.
Yeah, be ambiguous about it.
But yeah, we'll sign off for a second. We'll see if we can get some interviews kicking, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right.
I'm here. Later.
Make sure you come talk to us before we're doing a live podcast. So make sure you talk to us before you guys go on or after you guys go on. I want to try to talk to all the bands. right, so we're sitting here with a source of light and power. We got
Yes.
Yes.
Mitch and Jordan.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
thank
right.
you,
Thanks
guys.
for coming to visit us.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
having
bringing
us.
the rig out here.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, man.
awesome.
Yeah, we wanted to, this is our first podcast on the fly.
Okay.
So we wanted to capture each band a little video, so I got some video, you guys. So we're going to
Sweet.
do a whole wrap-up thing of the whole
Excellent.
fest and everything. So
Thank you.
tell us a little bit about your band, man, because this is the first time I kind of heard of you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if we're so much a band as we are like a duo that interacts with other artists at times.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
fair.
Source of Light and Power is always Mitch and I, but a lot of times we will play with other like jazz musicians. But the freeing part is just being able to play by ourselves or
Correct.
together.
So the material sounded, like it's rehearsed, but I wonder how much of it is spontaneous improv as we go.
Oh,
Like-
all of it was.
All of it is.
Okay,
So,
it's already so.
yeah, so in the video, you shot some of the set.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So there was a tape loop running
That's when I started shooting.
behind
yeah.
us, and last night we recorded. I have a record lathe, and so I cut one-offs.
Okay.
And so, and I'm trying not to go too much into a backstory, but Jordan and I started Black Circle Radio in 2009.
Okay.
And so it's all vinyl broadcasting.
Okay.
Very nice.
And we got a record lathe, and we're like, oh man, we should be putting like the music that we do at Source of Light and Power into the radio program.
Okay.
And so we took one of those cuts of music that Jord recorded, and then I cut and mastered. And then we screwed with it last night and recorded it to tape, and that was the tape loop that you heard today.
Okay.
Very
So-
nice. Very fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's pretty intense of a process
Yeah.
from recording it and mastering it and cutting
Right.
it, and then to reel and playing along with ourselves live.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's
but-
fun.
And it's always dangerous to kind of bring a tape loop and a reel-to-reel out.
Right.
Yes.
I feel to a show.
Yeah.
Tape is so fragile, and we didn't bring any extra tape or anything in case it broke. So
Yeah.
it's just
So that's the first time you guys ever done that?
live, yeah.
live.
Okay,
Live,
cool.
yeah.
Very cool.
But
So
it was,
you guys are just jammers then, huh?
well, I mean,
Yes.
kinda. But like last year, it started December of 2012. 2012, Jesus. December of 2022. We released our first album, and then from December of 2022 to December of 2023, we released one album a month.
okay.
Jeez.
And so that's all on the Source of Light and Power Bandcamp.
Okay.
But every album is essentially what you saw here. The quote unquote genres would be
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
But the improvisation.
Quite a few records that are really kind of written out songs, almost like kind of like I would call them like almost instrumental pop groove.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of improvising that can be done, like from. I play guitar too, so
Okay.
a lot of guitar solos.
Oh, yeah.
But or like synth too. I like to use synthesizer every once in a while. But
Okay.
So you
yeah,
recorded
there-
all, Mitch?
No, so it's an interesting process because Jordan is in Bay City.
Okay.
Oh.
And so shout out Electric Kitsch record store in Bay City.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so
I co-own a record store there
Yeah,
with my
okay.
girlfriend Jessica.
Nice.
And so we're the source. We call ourselves the Source of Light and Power, but then Jordan in Bay City is Source East, and then me in Muskegon, I'm Source West.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
That's cool
cool.
as hell, man.
And so we have two studios.
Awesome.
And Jordan doesn't record to a computer.
Okay.
He records CD burner to CD burner.
I know,
Ah.
and Mitch, I'd like to point out that he even bought me like a nice computer to have an interface.
Right.
And I have never turned it on. Or
Oh.
we turned it on to kind of get it set up, but
Right.
Doesn't
since
work.
then I've never turned
No,
it
it
on.
doesn't. It wasn't part of the
Moved
process.
it around a bunch.
So like if you were to listen to our stuff on Bandcamp, there's no punches on anything.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So every
One of the main
yeah.
things is like, since we're in separate cities, like I really wanted to keep it live. Like I really
Right.
love the way live things feel. Not
Yes.
necessarily like live records, but just like old recordings older recordings where groups were playing live together.
Yeah, like
and
one
like
take through
overdubs
kind of thing.
Yeah, like from Motown on
Yeah,
up, where
sure.
there's like 16 people kind of playing together in a room.
Right.
So like my whole concept was that I was like, all right, well, if I want to keep that feeling, like I'm gonna play drums all the way through, and then the next thing is gonna be mixed on top of that to a medium, and like that will be the mix then. So there will be like drums and then guitar, and then I might do percussion, and then but once that happens, it just keeps going and going, and all that stuff becomes just a 2-track.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a very old school way of overdubbing,
Yeah.
but also to keep it very live. Because if you mess up, it's like you just gotta start over.
yeah.
again.
Go
Yep.
from the beginning.
So is there a reason why you like to do it that way, or?
I think I'm very interested in history, so recording history was extremely interesting to me, and how people had to figure out, the best way to get to transfer sound that they're hearing to like a disc, for people to hear over the radio or whatever. And I just love that process. So that was the initial process, was to be like, I kind of want to start at the beginning of this as like playing live with a group, almost like a symphony would, or like a jazz orchestra group would as well, where you're really counting on a bunch of other musicians as well as yourself to carry like the tune through. So. And I wanted to put that on myself and Mitch.
I think it's a badge of honor, too, because you can tell people that, and then they can expect reasonably so to hear that live. Like, if this is what I'm hearing, and that's your process, you're basically saying, like, what you hear is what you can expect to get. Whereas some bands maybe will say, we'll do our best. We did a lot of magic in the studio.
Yeah.
And what you hear live is going to be a little
100%.
bit more visceral and a little less production.
Well,
But you're,
I hear that because I really enjoy the fact of the spontaneity of the live part. Like, we've both played in bands. Jordan a lot longer than me, but we both played in bands for long times with different groups, and it almost got monotonous. Like playing the same songs, and then you're going to practice, and you're practicing the same songs that you've already done.
It's such a different feeling to like go to a show, like rehearse, knowing exactly what you're gonna do, as opposed to going to a show being like,
Here we
I have
go.
no
So you
idea.
guys are just creators, basically. You're just creating all the time, right?
Yeah.
All the time.
It's
Because
all the
that
time.
makes sense. But that's awesome. I mean, if that's the reason why you're doing it, that's a cool. I love that, man.
It is quite the ride, that's for sure. And it's a totally different, for me, it's awakened a different part of me as a musician, because I have a different relationship with the bass or with the organ or the piano, whatever I'm playing on the given track, knowing that I'm going to be playing that all the way through in one take.
Yeah.
I don't know, it opens up a different connection. That's all thanks to Jord. I never played that way before, and I don't really think there's much like going back after. It's too exciting.
Yeah, to me it feels like you have to write a part that you can easily memorize, but at the same time make it exciting every time you play. Like this is how it's gonna go, and then I'll start to build on it throughout, and then here's where we change it or what have you. But it gives you a real mental map of how you have to write, so you can keep coming back to it.
Yeah, and you gotta
without
remember
messing it up.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I really like the part about improvising where, like, take this show, for instance, where we were having so much trouble with the PA and setting up. Like, we couldn't get anything working for, like, an hour.
Right.
And so, I mean, to kind of use that frustration or whatever it was, and to have that motivate the sound is really interesting, to where, because I was in a band called Beast in the Field that was, like,
Oh, no
ultra...
shit.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like super, super heavy,
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, loud,
and there
loud,
were
loud.
some days where I'm like, man, I really don't want to be loud today. But there's, you know what I mean? There's no going back.
Yeah,
your
I'm
lips to
Beast
God's
in the
ears.
field,
Yeah.
so
Right.
and it was tough, because like, and this has allowed, and obviously of doing it with Mitch. So, but we were sharing kind of like, the same feeling, kind of like, holy crap, we got to get the PA working, and
Right.
everything's got to be going, and man, we got to play in like 20 minutes. So there's
Buckle
a lot
up.
of like, yeah, buckle up. Here we go.
It's that's all improv. The setup, the sound check is all improv, and the music is too. And so when I look at the whole thing as one improvisational performance, that takes the pressure off me personally.
Yeah, sure.
Like
Just
everyone's gonna get what they're gonna get, and I'm gonna get the same thing.
Right,
and I like that.
be in the moment, enjoy it,
Yeah.
and you know, just kind of
Absolutely.
And I also want to relate, like, kind of what we do up there to having a conversation where, like, this is improv. Like, you may have had some question,
Right.
but it'll lead to, like, other questions, too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, for
and, like,
sure.
what'll
Beautiful.
happen up there. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I'll
So
tell you guys
thank you.
what, these guys are about to probably blow this
Yeah,
conversation
absolutely.
out of the fucking water here. So
Thank you
we
guys for
appreciate
sitting
you guys
down.
stopping
Yeah,
by, man.
yeah,
Fucking
thank you,
awesome
thank
set.
you
Cool
so
Thank you
guys.
so much.
for having
And
us on.
if you guys want to come on the show sometime, I'd love to talk about your process and more.
Yeah, all your
I know
work.
you're across the state, but we do Zoom and shit too. So
Yep.
you're,
Okay.
you're local.
Yeah, I'm in Muskegon.
Yeah.
All right,
and
we
we
can
could
always have you
Zoom.
come in the studio.
Oh, yeah,
and
great.
on
What
Zoom
have you.
too,
Yeah,
if you
that-
want. You know,
that sounds
so.
good to
I'd
me.
love to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thank
yeah,
you
thank
very
you guys so
much.
much for stopping by. It's
Totally.
totally cool to
Thank
meet you
you.
guys,
Right.
man.
Thanks. Yeah,
Social
you too.
Light Power.
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
fans, give it up! I think
What's
so.
up? We're sitting here with the boys from T.H.V. Great set today, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Yes.
This is my first time getting to see you guys live.
Thank you. Thanks for being here and doing some coverage and taking some video. That's very kind.
Yeah, so I got a video of the second song. I know it's kind of hard to hear in here, so we kind of got to yell, but
Yeah.
at least we get the recording on the mic. We're good.
Tight.
But yeah, great set today.
Sick.
I think Evan was blowing Dean's mind because you were playing something that was not 4/4 and it was keyboard-oriented heavy, too.
I get to watch this dude do that at practice every time.
Yeah,
That's what everyone tells me.
It's fun.
But
it's really
I'm
fun.
really not sure.
No, I love it.
We are here today representing T.H.V. and I forgot my name tag. Ed forgot his name tag today, so we went a little extra casual, but it's no problem. We don't have to worry about that. Our boss is really great for us, and he's fantastic.
Yeah, we have CEOs. We're a serious business.
Yeah.
So it's really fantastic to work with T.H.V. and I think everyone could get an opportunity to do the same if they would like to.
I need to see more blue and red team members.
There's a lot of people who are a red team out
Yeah, I
here.
see a lot of red
Yeah.
team here.
I
Thought Addison was filling in for a second.
don't
Hey,
tell
the
him.
question of the day is, where'd you get them shoes, bro? You got
Yes.
them Marty McFlys on, homie.
It's all part of our dress code.
My future wifey gifted me them for Christmas, and so thank you.
How many times you been out with them?
What's up?
How many times you worn them?
Oh, well, I walked in the house with them, and it felt really naughty, but they were like brand spanking new.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, got to break them in, and she's really OCD, so she was just like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like,
shit.
they're fresh. Come on. Yeah, thanks, everybody
sure.
who been here. Packed house. It keeps getting more packed.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be here. We've been wanting to play Muskegon. The guy who's running sound tonight, he's the credit union guy. I
Yep.
just found out.
Yep.
So that's really fucking cool. He wants
Yeah.
us to get us in there. So that would be really fucking cool.
Okay, so after that, what's in you guys' future here?
We do have a album that we do want to record.
Okay.
It's been the last one was done at River City Studios by Austin Rustover, and he did a really great job with that. We are always coming up with ideas, and we had originally recorded that EP, the Illusions EP, in our basement when we lived together, and there was a lot of things I liked from that aesthetic.
Okay.
So I think we want to maybe go back to roots maybe and record in my basement this time. So
Okay.
give it a swing and have a little bit more freedom on the output of it.
Yeah.
I like mastering a lot.
Okay.
I'm just getting my hands wet with it, but it's fun to texturize and do all those fun audio treats
Yeah.
and
right on.
have some good knee slappers along the way.
So I like you guys' approach to the music where it's it's a little unorthodox, a little quirky, but yet you kind of still have some song structure. Tell me a little bit about that, where it's kind of it's hard to put a thumb on it, but what is the idea behind that?
Well,
Nice try. You wanted the secret sauce. He said,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah.
does that
I
answer
like that
that
answer.
question? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I started the project as a solo project so that I could just play music because I couldn't find any bandmates, and it was really hard for me. I just came here and wanted to play rock and roll and show everyone what I could do with rock and roll, and so they wouldn't play with me, so I started playing with myself.
How'd you get Ed roped into it?
Well, he wanted to
Ed
play
wanted a
with me.
piece? Ed wanted a piece of the red team? He came for it?
Yeah, and that's when we decided to switch it into
if
two
the
parts.
blue, if the blue department doesn't get enough support tonight, I may have to defund and join Red Team.
Yeah. So
Double red.
Please. So stop by our merch
Double
booth if
red.
you're here
Yeah.
and listening live. Is this live? Probably not.
Well, I just want to say, great set. Thanks for stopping by the pod. Is there anything you guys want to promote or anything you guys want to say before you take off?
We have more stuff to listen to on Bandcamp than we do on the other streaming sites. If you want to find the good stuff that we like to do, ever, find us there, thvmusic.bandcamp.com.
Okay, cool.
You
Like I
guys got
said,
things
I
to
would
do?
love to schedule you guys an actual pod so we can talk about the whole process and, actually get a real episode out there. And then just so you guys know, this week we got a podcast coming out, and we reviewed one of your song that you sent in.
Awesome.
So I'll send you some clips that you guys can share on your social
Dude.
media.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Looking forward
you'll-
to it.
that'll
And
be
we'd
this
love to
week.
get back out here and talk to you guys some more.
Hell yeah.
And then, like I said, it'd be awesome to have you guys. Where are you guys based at?
Grand Rapids,
Grand
not too
Rapids.
far, so we're
Okay,
hopping to
cool.
skip.
So
Yeah.
we'll I'll hit you up and then we'll keep in touch. But I'll get you guys on the schedule so we can actually talk about all things THV and
Yes.
what
up
you guys
top.
got going on.
Love it.
Very
Yes.
nice meeting you, Evan.
This guy wants
you.
down low, and he wanted this one too.
Thank
I
you,
got
Jeff.
you.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate
Bye,
it.
guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Great set. First time checking you guys out. If you want to, just introduce yourself and let us know what you do in the band.
I'm Dylan and I play drums. I'm Derek, guitar.
You play guitar.
I'm Travis and I play bass.
Oh, Roderick, I play guitar. Hell yeah, I liked you guys' shit. Like, I was talking to you guys about actually coming on the show, because you guys did a show out in Grand Rapids with our buddies, the Black Temple, right? So our podcast is about extreme metal, and that's what you guys are all about, and I fucking liked it. It was like a kick in the fucking dick. It was like... So what would you kind of call your band, though, like, if you kind of had to put a thumb on it?
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what we do around here.
Hey, this is what rock and roll sounds like, motherfucker.
I like to just call it black metal. There's
Okay.
a lot of different influences, but like I always got a kick out of like the 80s band shit like Blasphemy and stuff like that.
Okay.
They had a heavy dose of like that death metal influence, but they always just like to keep it simple and just call it black metal.
Okay.
So like I like the simplicity of that moniker and just try and like carry that into what we do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely kind of just a mixture of both black metal and death metal is what we're going for.
Yeah, I could definitely hear that in there. You got any questions? You look like you want to say something.
No, I mean, it looked like porn grind. It kind of almost came off as porn grind with the masks, but I could hear the black metal and, you know, I guess my biggest question is more of the influences, like who you guys dig on that led you to come together.
So it's really strange. So the origins of the band kind of started with me and Rod, and we had another singer originally, but we had a noisecore project that was just called Anal Dynamite, which was taken from a Japanese band called the Jiro Jiri GGG that had an album called Tokyo Anal Dynamite.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they had albums that had drums on it later, and it was like pretty extreme, but their whole thing was that like they played noise,
Right.
but they called their favorite band was the Ramones.
Ah.
Okay.
So before every song, they would say the name of the song. They weren't songs. They would say the name of the song. Like for instance, they had a song called "Gay Kiss," and they would say the name of the song. And go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did it do it?
Like
And
the
then they would be-
Ramones.
yeah, exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I
But so
gotcha.
and then it'd just be like a blast of noise. You know, it was like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
And so
I've
that's
seen
how
them.
it kind of started. We had a few riffs because we were really into noise and we were really into gore grind.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
bands like Regurgitate, Last Days of Humanity, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried to meld the improv into whatever we had riffs.
Yeah, okay.
We wrote one riff and I really liked it. That was like kind of more in the vein of like shit like Beharit, that kind of stuff. And so we had a thing where we should make this a band.
Okay.
But it's only old school blasphemy, Beharit, Black Witchery. They're all B names.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the old school, obviously like Love Sarcophago, INRI.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All that shit. But
Yep.
just like the old school 80s, then the weird, it was weird how we got Black Death before black metal and death metal were even like truly formed at that point. Like people were already blending these genres, and I think we're kind of leaning a lot more into the death metal right now.
Okay. I
You
love
know,
that.
We
I
love
the
early
death metal.
Deicide, love
Yeah.
Incantation,
Yep.
Mortal Throne and Nazarene,
Yep.
Onward to Golgotha.
So what do you guys got out right now as far as like people can listen to your shit, and where can they find it?
So it's really funny right now because the lineup that we have right now, we actually have no recorded music
Oh, okay.
that reflects the lineup we have.
All right.
We have, I think we have like a demo and an EP.
But we're gonna be working on some new stuff soon.
Okay.
We've
So,
been
what, do you-
through some big changes in the last 6 months.
when can we
yeah.
expect that?
Plans?
Good question.
Soon.
This
Next
year now?
next 6
Yes.
months.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 6
All right, all
months. Somewhere out there.
Well, how are you guys enjoying the fest so far?
Oh, it's great.
Been a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, and the shit rules.
Hell yeah. Any bands
Yeah.
that you were here to see or that stuck out to you so far, or?
I like, I like them Teeth were pretty sick.
Yeah.
I like those folks. I liked, that they're one of my favorites so far.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you guys up. I just wanted to get a couple blurbs from y'all. Thanks for making the time to come over here and chat with us. I would love to schedule you guys on the show and talk about your fucking band. Like, especially if you
Absolutely,
got
yeah.
something new coming out, we can help you promote it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll go from
For
there.
sure.
I want to give you guys some of this before you go, though, so you can
Awesome.
check out our fucking show. Like, it's a multi-angle
Yeah.
show on YouTube, and fucking
Yep.
we got,
Yeah, I got one.
you know,
Oh, yeah,
we're
man.
doing
Fun.
our thing. So I think you guys would like it, and I would love to have you guys on the show. So,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we
We'd
have a
love
good
to
time
be
down
there.
there.
oh yeah, I appreciate y'all. Nice meeting you guys. Hell yeah, man.
Black and roll.
Thanks.
Keep it black and roll.
everything, at least on this last EP, we did just pretty much in Cody's like practice space that we have at his house. So
Yeah, it sounded awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
So, what are you guys looking forward to here today at Hard on Your Sleeve Fest?
Just
I mean, a little bit of everything, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really looking forward. I mean, I got to catch Iffy, at their reunion thing, but I mean, they're always going to be a draw.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't had a chance to check out Tonguecutter yet.
Okay.
And, T.H.V. are great
Yep.
guys. Those guys
Yeah.
are always awesome. I mean, I haven't seen Addison with Tiny Tree in years.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been feeling electric with nostalgia since I've walked in this
Yeah,
building.
Yes. Yeah. I was just talking to Ephraim a little while ago, and I was like, man, it's crazy to see so many people that, like, I haven't seen in, like, years.
Yeah, I
You
was
know?
actually formulating a good bit of anxiety coming up to this because I was like, "There's going to be so many people I haven't seen in years." Like, oh my god.
Well,
But-
there's always that weird, like, especially with people you haven't seen, where you almost feel like you have to be like, so what are you up to now?
Yeah.
the obligatory
Yeah.
catch up and chat over the
Yeah.
last decade.
And how are the kids? How are,
Yeah. But it's all
now-
good. It's fun. I'm relieved of it because everybody's in such good spirits.
Well, it's cool that things are making a comeback now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like, seems like everything's making a resurgence,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual local scene. Everybody's jamming, everybody's doing something,
Yep.
so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that, like, this kind of leads into doing more stuff,
Yeah.
especially in Muskegon
Yeah.
specifically,
Yes.
because
I want.
I felt like for a long time, it's just like there's so few places to play in Muskegon.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to help Muskegon formulate or become like a cornerstone for live music
Yeah,
as we go
man.
forward. I'd like to have a hand in that.
We've been playing as a group for a couple years now, and this will be the second show in Muskegon.
Okay, so
We've
Yeah.
had everything else has been in GR
You're
or
right.
farther.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's time to help Muskegon, harness its own music scene again. It used to be a powerhouse, and now we need to build it back up again.
hell
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember, back in the fucking day,
Yeah,
there was, a good handful of places that you could find to play around.
Yeah, we'd
For
be jamming
local
with you
music.
guys all the time.
Yeah.
Infinite Design and
Vandal.
Vandal. Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, we guys. How many shows we played? A ton of shows.
Oh,
together.
yeah.
I mean, that was the most fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, and that was the thing is that, like, you didn't have to necessarily search for places to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there were plenty of places to play at the time. I mean, Blue Note, Cuties, and then even further on, there was, some of the other
Yeah.
places just here and there, DIY stuff. But
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I think we're getting kicked off. Thanks for stopping by the table, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
brother.
Love you guys.
When these guys are over, let's resume this if you guys got a second.
Yeah.
You're not up next, are you?
no, we're
Attrition Cult, then you
Attrition
guys
Cult,
are-
then us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, hell yeah. So
Yeah, if you're not busy,
yeah, man,
swing
for
over.
sure, we could do that.
Cool, thanks guys.
we good. Hey, so we're sitting here with our first patron of the Heart on Your Sleeve Fest, Mr. Jimmy Griswold. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
What brings you out here today?
I brought my nephews out to a punk and metal show.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
First one or?
No, they've been going to shows for a while.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this is the first local show that we've been to together.
Okay, cool.
There you go. There you go.
So are you playing these days or what?
I play every Sunday
Nice.
Oh, that's why you
At-
wanted that Metal
at
Maniacs sticker.
9:15.
Okay, I got it.
Hell yeah.
And what's the other time? I don't know. Anyway, 2 services.
There you go.
Oh, you're busy
Venture
tatting,
Church.
right? Tell us about your tatting.
Yeah, I'm a tattoo artist. Area 51 tattoo.
There you go.
Specialize in black and gray and portrait work,
Nice.
but love to do color and all styles of tattoos.
Okay.
So
Well, glad to see you out here, buddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good
Thanks
to see
for-
you guys too.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by our booth and being our first patron we can talk to.
For sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Any band in particular here to see or excited about or?
Here to definitely support Attrition Cult and Phantom.
Okay.
There you go.
Shout out to Travis and Michael,
Okay.
my coworkers.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
All right.
But yeah, and then obviously Dies and
Oh yeah.
Always the hometown heroes.
I basically bought the tickets sight unseen once the guys told me about the show, so
Right
I
on.
don't even know who else is on the bill.
Okay.
Oh,
So
cool.
what are
Yeah.
you guys here to see? Who's your top picks? Your
Go
I can
ahead,
tell
Nick.
you,
Your hot list.
I am here to support my friend Ed in the next band T.H.V. I'm also here to support Phantom because I know their drummer Cody as well. We've had some good talks over the last year or so. and always
Cody's a good
supporting the
guy.
homeboys and dies. Always.
Yeah, for
Everybody,
me,
Tiny Tree, Addison, everybody, really.
you gotta support Addison, Tiny
Yep.
Tree.
Those are really the ones that I know.
I'm really excited to see them teeth because I've never seen them before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know they've been around forever, but
Yep.
I've just never seen them before.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it's awesome seeing this whole crew get back together,
Yeah.
like the Muskegon scene coming back.
yeah.
Even though it's a small facet of a large, multifaceted scene.
Right.
Yes.
But I feel like it's well represented today.
It's going to be fun to watch the whole day unfold, see all the different people coming into the building. I want to see it at full capacity.
Yeah, yeah. I always feel bad for the bands that start in the beginning of the day because there's some folks that don't get out of work till 3 or 5
Sure.
or
Right.
6 or whatever,
Yeah.
and so people pour in later in the evening. But
Yeah.
man, I give it up to those guys for
That was fun.
making the sacrifice for being the first players.
Hey,
It was a good
man.
opening.
Yeah.
But
hey,
yeah, it's
was a
good
good
so
vibe
far.
check.
Yeah.
I like nice short sets too, so you can get a little flavor of everything, but you're
Yeah.
not overwhelmed by 45 minutes of onslaught or something.
yeah.
It's like
These guys are pretty fun. They're pretty wacky, but I think the best way to take them in is up close and kind of like be ready to bounce up and down a little bit because they can be fun and bouncy. Also a little zany.
you heard
Awesome.
them.
No, not yet. Who is
They're
this?
hella musicians. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
right now.
no, these guys
Yeah.
are about to do something really fun and special right here. I like them a lot. They're really great.
I think you'll be surprised. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I am definitely excited. This
Ed's
Does
my boy.
everything, like-
Evan's great too on the kit. They're both really great musicians, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be different
Yeah, there's
Well-
definitely a buzz in the air right now.
already.
Maybe that's the Two-Hearted that I just had.
Maybe.
Too.
Maybe.
that's a good
It's
buzz.
early,
uh,
though.
Yeah.
The buzz could be electric by the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we'll say this. Thanks for stopping by the booth, buddy.
Thank you guys so
appreciate
much for
that.
having me.
For sure.
Yep, I'm definitely a fan, and I've been around. So
Hell yeah, hell
for
yeah.
sure. All right, buddy. Thank you
well,
very
cool.
much.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much
Jimmy.
for having
Love
me.
you, buddy.
You guys have a good one.
You
Yeah,
too,
you
Thank
man.
you for
buddy.
what you're doing with this, because this is awesome.
Oh,
Everybody
thank
check
you.
out the Metal Maniacs.
Yes.
For sure.
Thanks,
Thank you,
buddy.
Jimmy. Bless.
Latitude, kicking, claiming ignorance. I need eternal refuge, 'cause I'm a wolf.
Yo. All right. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
got
on.
microphones?
We're live. It's
Hey,
happening.
this is
First things
official.
first, great set, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
fun.
much.
Oh, by the way, I'm Jay.
Okay, Mason.
Mason, nice to
Yes.
meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Jeremy.
Nick.
Hey,
Nice to meet you, Mason.
Nice to
Jeremy.
meet you.
Yeah.
You said it's Trey,
Hey, and Nick.
Dre, yeah.
Trey,
Gray and
Yeah.
Nick. Gray and
and this
Nick.
is
Oh,
this
yeah.
is Rick.
These two are here. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the
That's
best
hilarious.
app ever. This podcast is presented by Make
Yeah.
It Big in the App Store.
So most times on the show, Jeremy, he's got to be in multiple bands so he can just keep coming on the show. He's got a different band every time.
I have a really big ego and a real bad self-confidence, so I got to fix
Perfect.
that gap somehow.
That's why I'm here
coming
to
back.
humble you.
yeah,
I'm here to
yeah.
keep you down.
That's why we brought Mason in to tell the truth here.
Mason
Yes.
like the jar.
Yes, the
Mason
jar.
like the
Yeah,
jar.
this is the first time he's had another band member on because he didn't want anybody else talking.
Oh, okay.
You're not lying. You're
I'm
not
totally
lying.
kidding. Hey, great set tonight, though.
Thank
So,
you,
Yeah,
thank
really
you.
fun.
How do you guys
Thanks.
think it went?
Think it felt good.
Yeah.
Mason went pretty quick into that last song, but
A
I'm
little
proud
bit.
of
Yeah,
him.
I was fired up.
He didn't
I
give-
love this venue. I don't know why. I'm a sucker for like places that shouldn't be venues and they put on shows. I feel like this is kind of one of those places. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do they have shows here often? Do you know?
No.
It's been a
okay.
minute.
They used to.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
used to a lot.
Okay, gotcha.
I think they generally use it for youth groups, for churches and shit now.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
a
Based
little
on the
more
appearance.
highbrow now.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot nicer. It used to be Haggard Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a swampy little
Haggard.
venue.
And then it went
Nice.
on one of those like renovation shows.
Yeah.
And they got
okay.
that premium vinyl laminate flooring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
put
did.
it over the old boring.
I think it made my guitar sound better than ever. I'm gonna invest in something to make myself sound better now.
Yeah, dude, put it in the basement. Yeah.
Hey, so you guys just came out with an EP, am I correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an EP.
Does Mason know what it's called?
The Holy Ghost EP.
Okay.
I do
Holy
remember.
Ghost.
Yeah, but it's spelled like that. It was recorded by our buddy Joel from Worst Self and many other projects. But yeah, we recorded it this past summer. We wrote it like probably about a year ago today, and it took us a long time to finally bring it all to fruition after deciding what to put on the EP and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, the whole process was great. I think Joel did a great job. I think it sounds great. And this is my first project that's ever had anything on vinyl, so I'm psyched on
Oh,
it.
fuck
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I think it's super
That's
fucking
cool.
cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. We actually we had a cabin. Was that in Ludington?
Yep.
We got a cabin up in Ludington last winter. And actually, Ramon, our bassist, is new to our band. Before that, our homie Randy, he's not dead. I was gonna say R.I.P., but he's not dead.
He's definitely
living.
Randy. Damn it. Damn you, Randy. You fucked up.
Randy was my road dog.
I love
I miss
Randy.
him every day, but I love
Yes.
Ramon. But that was when Randy was still in the band. We got a cabin up in Ludington for a weekend, little hot tub action, just doing some writing.
Kinky.
It was wasn't that kinky, but
Little
you know,
Merlot, little Cabernet
we can
Sauvignon.
try a round two.
You get some
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah, but just
exactly.
the
I love that,
focus,
though.
we ripped through some songs.
Yep.
Yes.
Some stuff we kind of left. We scrapped it, but
Yep.
I think that kind of made the art of the EP. But
Yeah.
we're really stoked on it. It's a cool effort because obviously we as the band wrote it, put it together, but then Sam took the photo that became the album art. So
Okay.
he took those photos. Brett manipulated them and kind of turned them into something and did the layout.
Yeah.
Ramon screen printed them. So it really just kind of feels like a DIY kind of like
Yeah.
band
absolutely.
effort. It's
Fuck
not,
yes.
and that's just who we are. Brett's label, Cold Fade, co-released it with Better
Better
Wind
Wind,
out of
yep.
Lansing.
Yep.
So we're really stoked, and people
Hell yeah.
seem to be into it.
Yeah.
It's getting some traction.
Absolutely.
It's
We're
been
psyched.
awesome.
We're ready to play some more shows
Okay.
riding this EP.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There
I
you
was
go.
just gonna ask you what's next now, I guess.
I don't know. We got a weekender in April. Booked.
Okay.
Other than that, just a couple one-off shows on weekends. You know, we're not too busy as far as like playing shows and hitting the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
for
'cause
sure.
we all have jobs and lives and shit going on. You know, I'm sure, as you know, obviously.
Yeah, we get it.
Well, real quick, we got it. Mike Mason's in another band, Pink Pal.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
heard of that band for sure.
Yeah,
you,
so and I'm in another band, but no, like we all kind of we had a lot going on, but Snakeout definitely is
Yes.
a lot of fun.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
See
liked
that.
it. It seemed like it was fun up there. I will give this to you because I know I gave you shit before. I saw a little rock and roll up there.
Yeah.
This fucker tried to tell me it was rock and roll, but when I listened to it, I was like, I don't think it's rock and roll, but I'll give it to you today.
He dreams of the rock and roll. He
Yeah,
dreams
I
of
give
it.
it.
Well,
Go ahead.
well, our singer Brett, that's the other thing. Him and Sam really went. They did the vocals. Sam tracked our vocals.
Okay.
And Brett did flip. It's like funny because like you were saying, it was more rock and roll, but that's because his vocals are a little cleaner.
Yeah.
They're not as screamy as they used to be.
Okay.
So they're definitely it's more rock and roll. The new songs are.
Yeah, the
sure.
other stuff to me was a little almost funky hardcore,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. It had some
Absolutely.
rock elements, but
Yeah.
I was
sure.
just giving you shit. Just,
Yeah.
I like you.
Always.
'Cause you're my
I'm
homie.
here for it. I'm
Well,
here for it.
I just want to say this. I hope you guys are enjoying the fest.
Yep.
Thank
Absolutely.
you for putting on a great show. Thank you for coming to talk to us for a few
Absolutely.
minutes. I recorded one song of you guys. I think it might have been the first or second song. So
Beautiful.
We'll have video of your song, and then we'll have this out for you know. So,
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
so much.
much.
It's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
to meet you
thanks,
too,
Mason.
Mason.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Dre and Nick, baby, what's up?
Shit posers.
Cut
So we're
off.
sitting here with Shane and April Bauer, interim ticket winners today,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, how are you guys enjoying the show?
It's a lot of fun. It feels like the old Palmer Hall shows,
Yep.
except there's like two key differences. One, my hips and knees hurt a lot more, and two, I'm actually drinking legally.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you're back.
There
So
you
you
go.
caught a guy mid-nap. He was
Yeah.
falling asleep, standing up.
He did a 3-second nap
He
on
did
his
a
way down.
3-second nap.
And then he went and ate a sandwich.
Okay.
So,
Well, I will say this. I'm glad you guys got to use the tickets tonight.
us too. I'm so happy to be here. This is like so fun.
Because when James was like, "Oh, I can't go now," I'm like, "Well, shit, man. I want to make sure these tickets will go to somebody." So
For sure.
I'm glad
That's
you guys
cool.
could use them.
Yeah, he hit me up, and I was like, I'm sure. Let me talk to the wife, see what we can do. And then I talked to her, and after a minute, she's like, wait a minute, is Iffy playing? And I'm like, yeah. And she's just like, oh, yeah, we're going.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going. It's
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen them since like Northern Lays.
Yeah.
And then what? Palmer Hall and the
Sure.
old school Fruitport Library days. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
the old school,
I was gonna say, we
the
played there
Fruitport
a couple
Library
times.
shows were old.
Fraternity of
I
Eagles.
tried to find my Fenn shirt, but I couldn't find it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the old school.
Yo.
Yeah, bringing back the hall vibes. So,
So any other bands besides Dies you guys were interested in hearing tonight, or?
We really didn't know any of the other bands that are playing out here, but almost everyone we've seen since we've gotten here, which we were a couple hours late, but everyone we've seen so far has been absolutely phenomenal.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's
The
been all
the
amazing.
last one that just played.
Them teeth.
them teeth.
Yes, I was like, I can remember Teeth. And then they started with a P. What was their name?
Phantom.
Yeah, they were really good.
They were
I
great.
enjoyed
Yeah.
everything so far.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just wanted to talk to you guys just for a quick minute. Appreciate you guys using
Thanks
the
for the
tickets.
tickets.
Yeah, no, thank
Yes.
you, man. We really
So thank you
appreciate
guys
it.
for showing up. This is why we only got 2 minutes to talk, because of this shit. I don't know why they don't understand we're trying to do this over here. But
It's not like
on.
it's a show or anything.
Trying to do a
My
whole
podcast.
podcast here.
come
What
on,
the
dude.
fuck?
Yeah,
Jesus.
dump on us, you know? Fuck,
Fuck us, right?
You
Fuck
don't
off.
see this, all this? We brought all this for us?
Much
I
love,
kid,
guys.
I
I
kid, I
appreciate
kid.
this.
Well, much love to you guys. I'm glad
Yes.
it went to people I knew, too. Some good people,
Yes.
so that's awesome.
Right.
I mean,
Appreciate you,
It's
brother.
good seeing people.
granted, anybody could have won those the way I did it, but it was
Brando.
cool that you got to come.
Yes.
So.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
so
much
much.
love to you guys. Peace.
Appreciate it. Much love to
Thank you.
Later.
Fake.
Jason, right?
Yep, I'm Jason.
5 and 2, Jay.
Also Jay.
Yeah.
We should start a gang.
Yeah, for sure. That's
Start
Nick.
a gang.
I'm
What
Nick.
was it?
Nick.
Nick? All
Yeah.
right. I have good luck with people named Nick. This will be good.
Sweet. So we're sitting here with Jason from Them Teeth. So thanks
Hello,
for sitting
everybody.
down with us for a second and yelling over this noise.
Yeah, I'm glad we set up right by the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So what are you looking forward to in the fest today, man?
Wow, kind of everything. I mean, I haven't seen If He Dies play in a very long time.
Right.
And I have an interesting. So the first time I met Ben, my guitar player, was at a record release show for Conquistador. I think it was at the Blue Note.
Okay. Right.
And Nain Rouge played.
Yeah.
And that was I'd seen Nain Rouge a couple times, but I actually interacted with Ben.
Okay.
And then flash forward many years later, and I've been trolling around trying to find a band for like 12 years. And the text message or the message I get is from Adam, our drummer, and he's in a band with a guy from Nain Rouge. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
What do you do in the band then?
I'm a bass player.
Okay, cool.
And mostly, I like to call myself the man at arms.
Okay.
I don't do anything too technical, but if you need a snack or someone, attacked or something, I'm your guy. So I will.
Sweet. Yeah, I was. So I met Ben today for the first time, and like we've been around all the same circles forever. In my band, our band, Infinite Design, we've been playing forever.
Oh, all right,
and
yeah.
Fucking, the first time I met him today, and you guys been around. Them teeth been around for a decade, right?
It just occurred to us that we have been around for 10 years. Probably about 2 months ago, and it kind of scared all of us.
Great.
Well, I was in a high school band kind of thing, like with some for my friends, and it never did anything. And then for the next 10 or 12 years, I tried to put a band together. And every 3 months, when I was living on my own, I would get hammered and then go into a little, I had a little man cave. And I would play all the shit that I was into, all the stuff I was into, and just dance around. And then I'd put the same ad on Craigslist every 3 months for like 2 years. And then suddenly, I got the answer, but Adam, hey, we're in Grand Haven. It sounds like you're into the stuff we're into. And then 10 years later, I'm doing all the stuff I wanted to do when I was in my 30s.
That's fucking awesome, man. That's fucking great, dude.
Yes. No matter what, we've already exceeded every expectation I had.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I'll tell you, you guys are the band that I really am excited to see today because I've seen all these other bands, never got to see Them Teeth.
Awesome.
So, to me, you guys will be the highlight of my day, to be honest.
Thank you
all these
very
other
much.
bands fucking kick ass.
Oh, man.
But I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys.
The last one was Phantom.
Yeah.
Those guys were amazing.
Yeah, I fucking love them guys.
There's a couple bands that I'd heard of, but I hadn't checked out yet. So I was totally stoked to see people on there. And I was listening. I was like, all right, some sludge. I could get some melodic sludge, like a little bit of Neurosis and then their own thing thrown on. I like it. So
yeah. So I was talking to Ben a little bit. He said you guys are working on something.
Yeah, we've been working out. We kind of work at a glacial pace when it comes to recording. We actually write very quickly, but we record ourselves, and we can only meet like once a week, and sometimes we do a little extra stuff. So we record fairly slowly, but so it's been a few months since we finished. We're working on vocals right now.
Okay.
No grind. This close, you know what I mean? Just a few inches away from being done. So we overwrote for this one.
Okay.
So we're hoping to have an album's worth of stuff, and then maybe an EP, maybe something we can throw out there if someone wants to do splits. But we'll be able to be a little choosy with this album because we've written so much stuff. So then we're going to sit down and figure out meter and flow, like what songs, and, you know, it's kind of exciting.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long because I know you're busy, but I was talking to him, and when you guys get some shit figured out, I'd love for you guys to actually come on our show, and we'll fucking talk about the album and like sit down and talk about all things Them Teeth and really dive into shit. You know,
I would love to. That'd be amazing.
We're kind of just on the fly here. You know, we're just trying to get a little blurb of everybody and some video of everybody today and fucking meet people and shake hands. Good spot to do it. You get a
flash of everything. You know?
So
we love to do the 90-minute sit down and really let it unfold. The real long conversation.
Sit back and we'll make sure we have the comfortable jackets, the whole 9 yards. We'll into it.
Snacks.
The Barbara Walters type thing. Real 2020.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, and we've
I'll even work some tears up if it helps.
I could do the same.
We've done things on the pod too where people have like premiered songs on the podcast and will premiere early. So if that correlates to something you guys want to do too, keep that in mind.
that'd
We'd
be
love to do
amazing.
that for you guys too.
That'd be amazing.
We focus on extreme metal. That's our thing.
Yeah.
But like also just representing the local scene and anything we can do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure,
I'm glad somebody's doing it. You know what I mean? There's more going on in and around the area than people really know.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of times when we're out and about, they say, "What's your scene about?" And I'll go, "Oh, there's a bunch of bluegrass bands or something like that."
Right.
But really, especially in the last few years, you have Snakeout appearing out of nowhere. Tonguecutter came up a few months ago.
Yeah.
We've seen and played with a lot of bands in and around the area that's like, well, all right, thank God for, Bronson Arms, is coming up and around.
Familiar with them, yep.
And I know they've been around for a little bit, but like lately I've been noticing them a lot more, and I'm like, thank God there's more of that. Because, variety is the spice of life. And it's interesting too because it's not really just about like this guy's a metalhead or that guy's a punk. Like people are able to put together way more interesting flavors of music now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear those influencing coming through in bands you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, and I love the resurgence of this thing, and everybody's just got this great energy around music right now, whether it be punk rock, sludge,
Noise
fucking
rock.
doom, thrash metal, death metal, whatever.
Exactly. A lot of people were calling this stuff like dad rock a few years ago because it seemed like everybody was in their 40s and I used to be something back in 95.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing people who are coming in their early 20s who subvert that expectation.
Sure.
And, again, revitalize it, giving something a little bit more difference, you know. And again, to be able to see people with varied tastes come together on a few things, always wonderful, always good.
Always.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by our booth here today, man, and nice to meet you, Jason.
Nice to meet you, too. Thanks very
brother.
much, gentlemen.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
man.
Nick.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch either through Ben or I'll add you on social. Like I said, we'll get you guys on a dedicated show to you guys.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Once
so
more,
now that Addison's
welcome
not
back.
here, let's talk about business.
Okay.
Let's yell.
First of all, don't believe a damn word out of his mouth.
He's a straight liar.
It's not on camera either.
Yeah, no, but it's
He just
real.
bullshitting, huh?
No, he's full of a lot of good knowledge, but nobody gives a shit about that.
Oh, Your lips
So,
to God's ear.
what
How many
ki-
times I got to say that on the show?
What kind of set we expected tonight, Paul?
So we had a conundrum actually. So most of the songs we have are like over 5 minutes long, and
Okay.
like in radio world, that's horseshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we don't have much time to play, so we're gonna just flow them all together. I think we're gonna end up playing 3 songs, but it's gonna sound like one big mess of shit.
Yeah.
One
be
long
fun.
song. Just
It'll be
one
fun.
long song.
One long ass song.
No breaks.
As long as he can keep his little guitar ass going.
Yeah.
With some jamming in between,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
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 No
As long
problem.
as he can find it. Because he ain't gonna be relying on me to find it. He's gotta find it.
Bring
so
it.
real quick, while he's not here, how long you been playing drums, man?
Oh man, I've been playing drums for a long, long time. From back in the day, like I remember opening up for Zayo and bullshit like that.
Oh, okay.
Like it's been a long time. And then I met Ad, like spur of the moment sort of thing. He was doing Sound It Unruly, and I remember I was like, man, I like that guy because he was wearing a tiara that he stole from some bridesmaid.
Sounds right.
And I was like, man, I want to talk to that sound guy. And then next thing you know, we ended up playing when his brother couldn't do a show or something, and we're like, let's just throw some shit together. Next thing you know, we're playing a show, and after that, like the rest is history.
Yeah. So what were you in bands before? What former bands were you in then?
So I was in a few bands like Ruckus, Unition are the big ones. Unition turned into Still Remains.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
Remember that.
And then when I moved here to Muskegon, I was like, man, I had the itch again. I started just like doing shit on my own, and then I ended up finding the right pieces of the puzzle, you know?
Yeah.
And by piece of puzzle, I mean a good man that I can like get along with, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Addison was on the show, I don't know if you listened or not, but
I listened to it. It was
Okay.
a lot of, like I said, a lot of flux
Yeah, it
capacitor.
was a lot.
And
Yeah,
this and
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, we talked about curtailing that in. We learned from that episode, but love
Yeah,
Addison. But yeah, he
I
can
was
go
like,
off on it.
those are the type of conversations when he starts going, I just go.
That's what he said. But hey, to have a guy like this in your band that knows all that shit,
It's a blessing.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
who
We're just
better?
talking about the size of your dog.
We're talking shit about your hawk,
Dude, I started talking to Bob because we were talking shit about Jeremy from Snakeout. You know? We're gonna be like, so you're using a rat, huh?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Everybody's
Those
talking
guys.
shit about shit. Like,
Yeah, and then we started going down a rabbit hole of tubes.
So we're talking to Paul. What kind of set you playing tonight? We got his idea on it, but
All the hits, right?
I would say are my 3 favorite songs to play,
There you go.
and
they're gonna all flow together.
yeah, it's like they all flow really well, and then it's also has a good little bit of dreaminess because I love having a little bit of space time where things just kind of fucking
yeah.
get
Yes.
dreamy.
But like I told him, it's up to you to have the dreaminess in the right spots because
Yeah.
I ain't bringing the dreamy with the fucking bing bang boom bam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I want a collective dream state.
I love going to the space zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to break it up.
Yeah.
Can't just be all doom all the time.
It kind of. Are we on video too?
Hey, take it.
I'll say it kind of goes like this.
Yeah, take it.
Take it.
Keep
They're
it.
free. Take it.
Take it.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
take
Yeah.
it. It's
Hey.
yours. All right, put it back.
Take it.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Those are free. Take them.
And they're talking about Addison's virginity
It's
right
free.
now.
Yeah, that's why
No,
he's
that's
bent over like
$2.
that.
It's free.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
That's $2.
Real quick, what's next for Tiny Tree? I'm curious.
Well,
I know we
gotta
were
finish
working on
tracking
stuff.
vocals
Ding
for this
Dong's got to
record.
finish his fucking vocals.
What's the
man.
hold up, Ding Dong?
Motivation.
Oh, get out of here. What's my motivation?
What's
I'm waiting,
motivated?
goddammit. That's my fucking motivation.
I will say this. It took me a while to find lyrical content. I got it. Now
yeah.
I kind of burned all that up on all the songs, and now I've got some more. So now I'm feeling like I actually have something to write about again. Because this song's real heavy for me. It's a real deep one.
Good.
Okay.
Real heavy
Looking
one.
forward to it.
But
Just
it-
had to wait for that right moment. But
Yeah.
you're all done, huh?
It'll be great, man. Like once he's done, then I think it's just a matter of getting it pressed and then getting another one out. That'll be number 3, and it'll be
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
We definitely
This year?
found the. What's up?
We're
That's
talking
the
this
plan.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the plan. And by,
I was like, yeah.
And I'm nodding my head like,
Yeah, he's like,
this year.
yes, this year.
Paul puts just the right amount of pressure. He's just like, are we gonna have a 2024 release? I said yes, so it's on me.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I bet if my goal is to have it done by the end of February.
Cool.
And I think that's pretty realistic.
All right.
Nice.
because I have 2 songs left to lay, and then I pretty much mixed it as I went, so it's just a bunch of little stuff along. And then we're gonna have, I'm really excited, our friends in Bronson Arm, Blake Bickle is a fucking killer mastering engineer. He's gonna master it for us.
Sweet.
So I was really excited about that.
If you haven't checked out Bronson Arm, check
Those
them
guys
out.
are sick.
I keep hearing their name. I see they're playing with Tonguecutter. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about them, so I'm interested in them.
And they're
it's
cool
another
guys.
two-piece.
Oh, hell
yeah.
It's like 2 cool dudes, and they fucking bring it.
Yeah.
So
The first time we played with them was in Saginaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
before we wrap this up, I got a question for you that I asked him. Why 2 guys?
Dude,
I want your answer on it.
It's so much fucking easier.
Yeah.
Like, I told him, like, I hate herding cats. I've done that shit before. And with one other guy, if he's motivated, you'd be surprised with what the hell you could do.
Right.
And this fruitcake can do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He can throw down a lot of tunes.
Yeah.
And so that's why I love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
It makes it easy when you got somebody that you got to hold back by the shirt collar and say, slow down, buddy.
Yeah.
Compared to kicking somebody in the ass to show up or do something.
Yeah, I got it. Well, thanks for stopping by the booth today.
Yeah.
I want to get, if you want to, I'd love to have you both back on the show when you got some shit to release.
Yes.
Maybe when we
come
release
talk.
a single.
Well, you know who that's on.
Noted.
2024.
2024 on record.
Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by
Yeah.
the booth, support Metal Maniacs.
thanks, guys.
Looking forward to
Thanks,
seeing you
guys.
guys.
Love you guys.
Thank
Tiny
you,
Tree.
Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you guys.
take it
both.
easy, y'all.
Rock and roll.
Bye.
Take it easy.
All right, so we're sitting here with Tom and Dane from If He Dies. What's up, boys?
Cheers. What's up, boys?
Just chilling.
How you
How are you
doing?
enjoying the fest?
It's going good, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some bands that been wanting to see, and they haven't disappointed yet, really.
Yeah. Super eclectic mix, as you've
Yes.
seen.
Yes.
You guys have both been here all day, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Pretty
all
much,
day.
yeah. It's been cool. We've been chilling the whole day.
Yep.
It's a good hang, another reunion vibe, you know? It's cool.
My kid's here, which is
Yep.
awesome.
See that?
That's cool.
We got
All
kids
ages.
7-year-old.
Yeah.
All ages, yep.
He's awesome. He's excited.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't know what to think right now. He's trying to process it.
That's cool, though.
Yep.
That's cool as hell. Will this be the first time he gets to see you?
Yes. Well, besides every practice.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
He
'cause
hears you.
He hears us,
Well-
but no real performance. Right.
Yeah, not in front of people, so that can be kind of different. You
So
know?
Yeah.
any bands you guys looking forward to or that
I
you haven't seen already?
T.H.V. I wanted to see really
Yeah,
bad,
okay.
and they did not disappoint.
Yeah, they're really good.
cool dudes
They're fun.
too.
Yeah.
Those guys ripped. The opening band, I forget Jordan's band. That dude just spazzed out on some super serious jazz drums.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind. Like
He's on a journey.
I walked in and Tom's like, showed me his phone and he goes, "Oh, look at this! Look at the clock. Typical show doesn't start on time." And I was like, "I think this
He's
is
like,
their,
that's their
thing."
set, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
But dude, no,
That dude was in Beast in the Field.
he was a
though.
guitar player in Beast in the Field, and he
Yeah.
also
Yep,
did
I
a
wasn't ready for it. But then I got into it, dude.
Sorry to call you out,
No,
but it
it's
was,
all
it was a
good.
funny moment because I didn't know what they were doing, but I had a moment right away where I was just mesmerized because jazz isn't my shit, dude. But I
Yeah.
knew this dude was like,
Oh yeah.
I was just like, wait, what? And I talked to him afterwards, and he's like, oh yeah, I went to a place. And I could see it in his eyes that like he probably locked himself in his fucking room and studied jazz, dude, because he was playing some monster shit up there, like
Right.
shit that I was just like, he's not just
Right.
Yeah.
he's
Just
doing
hitting shit.
he's
yeah.
doing like real deep jazz shit that I don't
Intentional.
totally.
Yeah.
That
so
shit
that was
means
cool.
something
that
to
was
it.
cool. That was,
Hell yeah.
I wasn't
Hell yeah.
expecting that.
Yeah, me either.
What kind of set we looking at from Dies today?
Ground and pound, baby.
Ground and pound.
That's
Ground
what
and
I call
pound.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
no
long is
stage.
that we got?
Yeah.
Straight beaters.
What's that?
How long we playing today?
Like
4
about
hours?
A tight 40.
45 minutes, 40.
tight
yeah,
40,
yeah, yeah.
I like it.
yeah.
Concise.
Smash and get out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in and out, man.
Trim the fat.
Yeah.
The whole thing's been great. I get the sentiment of the throwback fest thing. Do we gotta throw back
Oh, yeah.
the sound equipment though to the early 2000s as well?
Stop.
Wah, wah, wah.
Gonna make it work. Blow them up.
Addison's taking it back with him when he leaves.
Yeah, I think Addison's taking his fucking in-ear rack
With
back
the
with
flux
him.
capacitor.
Well, shit.
I'm excited to see Tiny Tree as well.
Yeah, always.
Oh, yeah.
always.
Yeah, same
I love
here.
those shows.
I haven't seen
I
them in a
haven't
while.
seen him live.
So
yeah.
I've never seen them
And
teeth.
them teeth.
And them
Yeah,
teeth
yeah.
is
So I
about
was
to
talking
rip.
to
So.
Jason stopped by. We got to talk to
Right
him.
on.
So it was cool to chat with him. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's been a great fest. I know
Yeah.
you guys are busy. I don't want to take a lot of your
It's
time.
all good,
good.
But I
man.
do want, we talked about you coming on the show
Yeah.
as a guest host, so
I'm
we got to
down.
do that.
Gotta get him
Yep.
on the show.
And when you guys are ready, I want you to come back on. We got a lot more shit to talk about.
For sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
when you
bet.
guys are ready, there's always a spot for If He Dies
You
on the
bet.
podcast.
We
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
we got a
it.
lot of ground to
We have
cover.
You guys
nothing but love
fucking
for
rule. We love you
motherfuckers.
guys.
Same, man.
Thank you,
sir.
guys.
Be good.
Tommy.
Peace out, my
appreciate
man.
you.
Jane.
Metal
Nothing but love for you
Maniacs.
guys, man.
All right, guys, kill it.
Peace.
Hey. Thanks for very good, I guess. You're on crowd control, though. I'm trying. All right, motherfucking sauce, go destroyers. ourselves off to Peaceable. So soon. fucking round of applause, all kick-ass fans and playing tonight, man. Great. Yeah. Thanks for having us, man. We fucking good. Song's called City City.
All right, so here we are, end of the fest. We're sitting here with Chantal of Tonguecutter and Hard on Your Sleeve Fest again. So how'd it go?
It was so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had so many moving pieces, and there was probably 40 something, band members and probably 25 volunteers, bartenders, bouncers, everyone came through, everyone showed up, everyone did amazing jobs. And oh my gosh, I'm so pleased that nobody got hurt. And there's always a little bit of rowdy going on.
It was some rough housing.
It was pretty good. There was a little rough housing.
I don't think anybody got hurt though.
Yeah, for the most part, I don't think so.
I took a blow to the back. I got a little C5
did?
like little snap. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be fine.
One little C5 snap?
Yeah, just a little
Oh
C5.
my God, I have cervical arthritis. You're giving me chills right now.
Yeah, at least it wasn't the L4 lumbar.
I was,
Lord.
I was like protecting monitors and stacks
You know what
and
I
people,
love?
and I got blew out.
There was multiple people that were in their late 30s that came up to me and they were like, this was an amazing experience,
Yeah.
and it's fucking 10, and I'm going home to my family. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's where it's at for me too.
Yep,
for
we
sure.
feel that.
No.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for a great time. It was awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, too, Tonguecutter was sweet.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you
really
so
good.
much.
So
I wasn't
groovy.
expecting the, what was that? Flute?
Oh,
Clarinet?
yeah. You know what? That was a reach for us because I was like,
It worked.
I don't want to get too crazy now.
It worked. I was
I was
afraid it was
like-
gonna roll onto the floor.
I was too, actually.
so
and that was
nervous.
actually one of the worst parts of it. We tried to, I was trying to think about something maybe I could bring with me to make it more safe.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sit on the floor. I had to we
No.
wanted to play through the first 4 songs. So I was trying to set it off to the side. I was worried about that as well.
I
was
was
glad I
super
didn't.
nervous. I was like, oh, she trusts me. She must know what she's
You
doing.
know what? And it's true because I would never risk it. It's actually the most expensive instrument that I have.
It would just seem so. Yes.
Oh yeah. But after playing at the practice space a lot, it never rolled off the top of the head or
Okay.
anything when we were jamming. So I was like, no. Yeah. Thank
Love
you.
you, big dog.
Love you. I love you. Chugging water while you
Love
play.
you.
You're a fucking hero. Love him.
How
Take
it's
it easy,
happening.
bro.
Bye. See you later, curator of sound.
Oh, he's a genius.
So, yeah. Heart on your sleeves, best success. You said you're going to do it again, huh?
I believe so. We
Yeah.
have to count the numbers and see what's going on. We definitely weren't doing it for profit. I didn't pay myself on any labor or anything like that at all. We had it budgeted down to the T. I was actually really proud because we got to the day of the event. We were pretty much at ground zero with ticket sales. We had used that money to pay bands, budget for the hall, budget for the alcohol, and we were
Right.
pretty much I was maybe $200 or $300 in the hole, but not bad. That was
Right.
good. We were at
Yeah,
zero.
right.
We knew we were going to make a little bit off of food and alcohol and stuff like that. And my hope is that when we count all the dollars at the end of the night, that we got just enough to at least secure the hall for next year.
Right.
And that's a little seed money, because
you
this
go.
year we started with nothing.
I love it.
Yeah. And hopefully get a cool headliner next year. We want to keep it 90% local again.
Yeah.
Definitely have some bands in mind. And, keep it very local, but also have a cool, headliner, maybe
Yeah.
bring somebody from farther away.
I still would ask for us, dude. Honestly.
Those are the best kind.
Hey, as long as they don't go extinct, buddy.
That's right. Keep them Croatian, living.
So, yeah, I don't want to keep you too long. I know there's a lot to do, so we just want to say thank you for having us out
Yeah.
here. Thank you for letting us do this. Hopefully, I don't get the shit home and everything sucks.
All
It's
the
all
audio.
ruined. It's all bullshit.
I think
That's
it's
what I was
amazing
telling
you guys came.
so.
This was an amazing amount of work to sit here and dedicate yourself to doing this and interviewing the bands. And
It's cool.
I appreciate that you guys were here.
Yeah, I love
that was so
talking to
great.
everybody.
We wouldn't have had it archived otherwise. Just
Yeah.
20 years ago, when we were taking
Yeah.
film
Right.
of Indrid.
Yeah. I
Or a
got one
video.
song of every band.
I
At
love
least
that.
one good full all the way through.
Oh,
I
that's so
wanted
cool.
to, besides doing this and doing that, kind of wanted to enjoy some of the show
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I could see you
Absolutely.
do that.
I did the
didn't
same
wanna
thing.
Film all of Dies because I was like, I just want to sit here and enjoy music.
Yeah,
You bet.
right,
I want to
right.
be in the moment. I
Yeah,
don't want
for
to try
sure.
to think about
Yeah,
what
I
the
was-
fuck I'm doing.
I was
so.
up front as much as I could be. They started getting a little too rowdy for my old
Yeah.
ass.
Now you got a mop?
I do. Well,
Yeah.
actually, we have to sweep, but I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to read through it very carefully. It looks like we don't have to mop.
You could spot mop up front.
yeah,
But
whatever,
I'm like,
just
yeah, I
up
was a
there
little
a little
concerned
bit.
about how dirty it was.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there
we'll
was-
see.
there
I
was some
might mop a
spills
little
as you
bit.
get
Only
closer
because
to-
some ding dongs spilled all their shit when
I
they were
know.
fucking around.
I wanna-
but
and you know what?
That's just gonna happen.
I said it
you know?
before, and I'll say it again. Hagar's Hideaway could not have been more wonderful to work with. They were
Right.
great, and people were like, "Oh, that's since you sold out, are you guys gonna go to a bigger venue next year?" And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have went a little bigger here. I
Sure.
don't think we really met our max,
Yeah.
Right.
And we were being conservative this first year, but we'll be back. And I
Yeah.
think, maybe next year, here again. I don't know.
You guys, you also got those people that bought tickets that didn't come, but it looked
Absolutely.
like some of them got used up. Yeah,
I think so too.
Because there
that-
was a post online, and then a few people came and like, "Oh, I seen so and so didn't have tickets," and I was like, "Yeah, I know who that is."
Yep, absolutely.
So we ended up filling it up.
I talked to a few people personally that got resold tickets, so that was great. I think next year we'll be able to do some more tickets, and as long as everything is good, which I'm sure it will be, because we care deeply about returning this in the exact same condition as we received it.
Want to come back to it?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and I'd honestly could totally see doing it here again. I like this small space, and I like the scarcity of selling out. That's the marketer in me.
Right.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
like,
go.
we don't need to try to sell 400 tickets.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
well, with that being said, I'm not going to keep you much longer. Thank you so much. We're signing off. Metal Maniacs, Heart on Your Sleeve Fest.
Thank you,
Shout
guys.
out.
We did it. Yay.
Appreciate
So
it.
fun.
Hell yes,
Peace.
amazing. Thank you, guys.